Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Join me, as always, Master of the Core. It is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
Man, don't turn it off yet. No Matt Kona, no Lil Hellfire. It's just us again. So
The Just Us.
the Just
Not
Us
League.
League, is that what you're gonna say?
Just Us, not League.
I saw that dad joke coming up the street.
I know. It was coming from a mile away. It's very, very well choreographed from a distance, right?
So yes, tonight we're gonna be covering Green Lantern Flash #1 and Flash Green Lantern. I don't know if it's #1, #2, but it's a 2-issue series.
That's right. Don't know why they didn't make it. No, I'm not even going to go there. It's just insane.
Well, we'll get to that. I think I have this. I mean, it didn't really matter, but I think I kind of see why. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of news to talk about. So where should we start on our DC podcast? Oh, hey, are you current on Moon Knight?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So
Loved the Mr. Knight.
he said he said suits.
Yeah, I look pretty good. Oh, and in honor of tonight, there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you see? It's pretty cool. Like there's like a QR thing you can scan in episode 1 and it takes you to his first appearance in Werewolf by. It gives you like a digital comic, Werewolf by Night 32.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, and then I think episode 2 there's another one and it takes you to 33, which it was a 2-part story. So
Oh, very cool. Is that through the Marvel Unlimited or Comixology or?
I didn't scan it, but I just saw that. Yeah, they're like, hey, you scan it. I don't know if you need a Marvel app or something, but yeah.
I'll have to look that up. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've read his first appearance. I may have read some. I think I remember reading his Acts of Vengeance crossover. And
Moon Knight.
Yeah, and then I remember
West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, the West Coast Avengers, the Lost in Space Time was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. Yeah, that first Werewolf by Night. They bring him in to be a villain. The evil committee brings him in to take down the werewolf, and then I don't know. I guess somebody was like, "Hey, let's get this guy his own book as a hero." So then Doug Mensch is just like, "Oh yeah, he was just undercover trying to bring down the committee."
Yeah. Psych.
And again, you can still be a hero. Be like, "Yeah, I was taking down a werewolf. How evil could I be?"
Yeah, I mean, and Mark Spector, mercenary. Sorry, not Moon Knight.
Oh yeah. So yes. Contrary to popular belief, yes, he is an original character. It does not reflect any other character.
Batman, my favorite character.
I will not stand for that slander, Ray.
That's right.
I love Batman.
Settle down. That's right. I was gonna say it's DC. There's a chance he might hear this, but
He's not gonna hear this.
it's not Batman. He might hear this. I don't know. Oh, did I tell you? I guess they finally got DC Universe Infinite down there.
Yeah, did he?
I know at first he said he was going to try the trial, but I believe he signed up. So yeah,
awesome. So we may once the euphoria and lots of work that he's doing right now because of Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, there's the series plus the monthly comic, and then Moon Knight's getting, I think it's at least 4 issues of one of those Black, White, and Blood mini series. So coming soon. So yes.
So once things settle down a little bit, maybe we can expect some feedback from from our buddy Ray.
Yeah. Oh, I should tell him to listen to this one because I guess he said him and Finn have been looking into some Flash stuff. I don't know if they're both getting into Flash. So
Yeah, it's it's hard to say. Where do you start with Flash? If you have DC Infinite, you could read some of the Barry Allen stuff.
yeah, some of the Barry Allen stuff's good.
You could read
I always tell
Wally
her,
stuff.
yeah, I always say, if you don't want to read like a ton of stuff, I'm like, start with Wade's stuff, Mark Wade's stuff.
Exactly.
Because he even starts his run with, like a year one Wally West story.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, and then he was on there, and then after he left, there were some fill-ins for a while, and then Jeff Johns had a really good run on the Flash as well.
Oh yeah.
And
I
then
would say that, yeah.
And then of course there's Flashpoint and the Flash series.
I guess they were in a hurry, but I'm always like, I'm surprised they brought Barry Allen back in 2009. I'm like, if they had waited 2 years, they could have just waited for New 52 and be like, oh, hey, Barry's back.
Well, but he kind of caused it.
I know. I don't know. I can't. I don't like that he caused Flashpoint. You know what they should have had? They should have had Reverse Flash, like cause Flashpoint, and then it's like that kind of brings Barry back, and he was like, I was in heaven. You brought me back, you SOP.
Yeah, and as much as I love Green Lantern Rebirth, Flash Rebirth just didn't hit as well with me. I haven't read it since it came out. I need to probably reread it, but I just don't remember being as enthralled with it as I was with Green Lantern Rebirth.
Well, again, it's like, Barry causes, rewrites the whole timeline and stuff, and then he doesn't come off well. Yeah, at least with Green Lantern Rebirth, they write Hal pretty heroic, especially with the end, the last page of what is that, issue 3 or 4, when he's just like gets his ring back and telling Sinestro, get away from my friends.
Yeah. Like throttling up an F-16.
Decking Batman.
Yeah. There's some great lines, and we're going to get to them next year.
Yes.
But, where he, Sinestro says, never challenge anyone more powerful than you. And, Hal's like, that's not going to work for me. And has never worked for him, has it?
I know. But
Green Lantern news.
Oh yes. Are you talking about the round robin stuff?
We've got lots of news, so let's hit it, man.
All right. So, oh wait, yes. All right, kids. Yes. Breaking Green Lantern news. We don't get this all the time.
That's right, especially in the last 4 months.
But yeah, so the round robin. Remember, we said there was 2 Green Lantern series. We're down to 4, and one of them is in there. We got I'm pulling this up now. Constantine and the Demon, Vacation from Hell, Suicide Squad Dark, Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, and Green Lantern, Light at the End of Forever. That's the John Stewart one, right?
Yeah, that's I think the writer is Cy Spurrier, if I remember that right, and then the artist is Marco Santucci, who's been doing the art on the current run of Green Lantern. So
yeah,
sure, it'll look gorgeous.
Yeah, so this round, Constantine and the Demon goes up against Suicide Squad, and it's Green Lantern versus Superboy. So
we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bummed that the other Green Lantern book didn't make it because it looked pretty interesting as well.
Yeah,
Golden Age Green Lantern, and then Sky Patridge. I'm probably mispronouncing her name. She's kind of a coming up and coming artist who's got a really nice style and really good.
So, and then what are you talking about? The other article I sent you a couple days ago, is that like actual news or is that just speculation? It's like, hey,
I don't know. I was like, okay, so another John Stewart and the Emerald Knights, was that the name of it?
Yeah, it's saying yes. Supposedly at DC, it's sometime in 2022. I'm assuming after Death of Justice League will bring us John Stewart and the Emerald Knights,
which that could be cool. Was it gonna be by Thorne and as the writer?
I believe it's wait
'Cause I know he loves Jon Stewart, and he writes a really good Jon Stewart.
yeah, supposedly Bleeding Cool's saying, yeah, we're going to be getting Jon Stewart and the Emerald Knight spinning out of the current Green Lantern series. It's saying currently, yeah, it's written by Jeffrey Thorne. Lists Jon Stewart as the Emerald Knight on the cover, but it seems there will be more to come. Potentially, such a series might replace Green Lantern after the upcoming death of the Justice League, with Jon Stewart taking over the lead Green Lantern series going forward. But that would be speculation.
Interesting. I
But
don't
yeah,
know. I'm kind of missing, Guy and Kyle and Kilowog and Salak and Hal.
yeah, I think I said this before, but I'm like, why don't we just like at least for a while forget the concept of, oh hey, so and so is like headlining the Green Lantern book and
It's
just do like a Green Lantern core book,
Exactly. That would be awesome.
give everyone their cake,
Yeah. And then and then also bring back Kat Matui. But
Yeah.
and then if a storyline makes it necessary, then maybe they spin it off for a maxi series, or maybe even an ongoing for whatever character is
Yeah.
needs that extra focus.
Or you want to do like an extra something with somebody, yeah, you spin off, Hal into a miniseries or Kyle or Jessica or any of them, yeah.
Yeah, or Simon or anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, yeah.
We have so many lanterns. It's so awesome.
But let's build the brand back up before that series starts on HBO Max, whenever
Yeah.
that is. Oh hey, Will, did you see? I guess Monday the Batman will be on HBO Max.
I did not know that. Awesome.
Yeah, Monday, April 19th or 18th, whatever the date is. Yeah, Monday.
That seems pretty quick.
I know. Well, you're saying 45 days after it came out, and it came out to get like the first week of March. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I think originally it's supposed to be Tuesday, and then they moved it back to Monday. So I'm wondering if they're like, oh, hey, a lot of people might be off Monday after Easter. So.
Oh, okay. Here's Batman for you. Nothing says Easter like Batman.
I mean, they're like, oh, hey, people might be home, kids might be home from school, and so hey, maybe we'll get some streaming numbers up.
Gotcha. So Green Lantern series is still in the hunt, or a limited series is still in the hunt for the DC round robin. We may get a Jon Stewart and the Emerald Knight series coming later in 2022.
Yeah, like I said, we're probably going to have to get past that death of the Justice League crap, because Jon's technically going to be dead.
Yeah, and Dark Crisis is...
Yeah.
Looks like Hal's kind of front and center in Dark Crisis.
Oh, yeah. Hal, yeah, like I said, any like promotional art with a Green Lantern on it seems most of the time it seems like it's Hal. So, and then they put up like a 2-page spread today from, I guess, Dark Crisis #2. I guess there's going to be a big Nightwing Deathstroke fight. So
I saw something. Yeah, that looked pretty cool.
I know. Yeah.
Do you know anybody that likes Nightwing?
Yeah. Me and Kristen, you fool. But yeah, no. So I'm assuming, on the Bat side, Nightwing's gonna have to be stepping up, and I guess Hal's gonna be stepping up on the Green Lantern side.
Well, I mean, with as big as the action has been in the current Green Lantern series, it's really been kind of insular, right? We've just seen what's basically going on Oa and the Dark Sector, and the rest we don't know what else is going on elsewhere.
Well, that's like with my cosmic books. Like, I like some of the like space stuff, but sometimes I would like them to spend half the time on Earth because I mean all this has been taking place in space, so it's mostly been segregated from the rest of the DC stuff. So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, and I don't think we've heard anything more about the Green Lantern Core series on HBO. But it's supposed to be this year, maybe, or is it early next year?
I don't know. Did they even release like any?
I don't know. I may have just been reading some rumors.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything about. Yeah, I don't know if they've even gone that far to say, "Oh, hey, sometime in 2022."
I mean, they've cast Guy Gardner. We know that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember. Did they shoot in? Is there anything that said they shot anything yet, or?
No, but there was somebody that was working on it. We think said that his work was done, and maybe it was pre-production or something. I don't know.
Let me see. I see it. There's an article here from March 25th. I don't know. I wonder if they're. I mean, I don't think it would affect the Green Lantern show on HBO Max. But that Snyderverse is coming apart at the seams. I mean, I'd be surprised if the Flash movie comes out. 'Cause, I mean, they pushed that to 2023 now. But did you see Ezra Miller's in all kinds of trouble?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah.
hopefully he'll get some help.
Yes. He goes. Well, they go by they now. So, but yeah.
They will
Yeah.
get some help, hopefully.
Yeah. And again, I would just like to see Grant. Just throw Grant Gustin in there. He's had like 8 years of practice playing the Flash. Come on.
He's kind of good at it, right?
Everyone, yeah. I like him. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, besides John Wesley Shipp, who else has had practice playing live action Flash? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. Tomorrow. It's a good day.
Well, Green Lantern 12 comes out.
That's why it's a good day.
I know.
Although I won't get mine for another couple of weeks, but that's okay.
I'll have to let you know. I wonder if they'll do something weird, like they'll end on a cliffhanger, or if it'll be like John, like, oh hey, I have to go hook up with the Justice League, and then it'll be like, hey, read Death of the Justice League.
I'm really feeling like that has to take place before all this Dark Sector stuff,
It's just I know it's so weird because he's like it seems like he's rocking some massive power now. So
exactly,
I'm like, how could they kill him or like imprison him or do whatever they're gonna do with them? It's like,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I guess we'll see, but
yeah.
I'm looking forward to Hal's appearance in World's Finest coming up. That's what, number 4 or number 3?
I thought I thought this list said number 4. Well, again, and kids, stay tuned for Unlimited Justice episode 16. Me, Will, and I think Kristen are going to talk to Mr. Mark Waid about the Batman Superman World's Finest. So you can ask him himself, Will.
Okay, we can do that. I'm totally down.
I of course love Hal Jordan. When is he going to be in this book?
Yes, of course. I'm still not sold on Dark Crisis. I don't know. I may have to wait and see and have you let me know how it goes.
Yeah. Again, it's all, it's a bunch of, oh, hey, look, the big guns are gone. Everyone else is going to have to step up,
Yeah. Who's writing? Who's the art team on?
I think it's Joshua Williamson, who's doing like half of DC's books right now.
And they should be consistent then, right?
I can double check that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Joshua Williamson who's doing all this stuff. Man, yeah, some of these poor people, man, they make them write like 50 books, and it's just, I mean, good. They're probably getting paid, but Dark Crisis. Boy, I could have swore a couple years ago we had a Final Crisis, but I don't know.
And an Infinite Crisis.
What was that? Was that the promise? They're never going to end, kids.
Did it go Infinite then Final, or Final then? I think it went Infinite.
It was Infinite then Final. So
okay, yeah,
But again, that was all before New 52, so I guess they were like, "Oh, we start over."
So we've had Crisis
on Infinite. Yes.
0 Hour, A Crisis in Time, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis, now Dark Crisis. Am I missing a crisis somewhere?
Was there something besides Infinite Crisis and Final Crisis? I
can't remember.
I thought there was something somewhere, but I can't remember. Yeah, Joshua Williamson's writing Dark Crisis.
Okay. I don't know if I've read anything by him.
I know he was writing Flash for a while. Trying to remember, is that him writing the Batman stuff right now with Shadow Warren stuff? But yeah, he's all over. He's doing a bunch of books. So
cool.
Yeah, like the current Batman stuff he's writing right now. But then did you see? I guess with Batman 125, Chip Zdarsky's taking over.
I saw something about that. Yeah, I'm subscribed to his newsletter, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to be writing Batman.
And I think he's still going to be writing Daredevil. So I'm like, I know it's if it's happened, it's rare. But I'm like, have we ever had someone write 2 high-profile characters from the opposite sides at the same time before?
Maybe even somebody who's a friend of the show, perhaps.
Oh, who?
Who could that be?
At the same time.
Like Silver Surfer and Green Lantern.
Oh,
This is Ron Mars. You are listening
yes.
to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I completely blanked. How dare I forget that?
And I was we just did we get to the issue? I think we got to the issue of the main series where the crossover between Green Lantern and Silver Surfer is in continuity
Oh yeah.
on the DC side because they referred to it in the regular title. So
Oh yeah, because I think it was in Parallax Emerald Knight, wasn't it? Where he was just
Yeah.
like, I've chased him through two universes. It's like, oh.
But it'd be kind of cool if Chip could get a Batman Daredevil crossover. That'd be kind of cool, right?
I know. Well, that's what I told Lilith. I said it would be perfect timing. The guy's writing both books. I mean,
Mhm.
it would be easy. You know what I said? They want to push units. You know what they do? Don't make it a special thing. Do it between the 2 monthly books.
The monthly book, it just happens, yeah.
Part 1 and Batman whatever. Part 2, you got to flip over to Marvel and get Daredevil number whatever. Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be insane because they'd both have to be able to reprint it as part of the collections of each series.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's too much logistics and stuff. Yeah, that would never happen. But I mean, that would be the first time because every other crossover they've ever done's been its own self-contained little thing usually.
Yeah, a Moon Knight and Ray's favorite character crossover might be pretty cool too.
Oh god, can you imagine?
Batman, my favorite character.
Can you imagine?
Mind would be blown right then. Just
I don't know. And then, I don't know. I've always said before, what about like Deadpool and Harley Quinn, or what about Deadpool and Deathstroke?
yeah. Yeah, Deadpool Harley Quinn would be bonkers. Totally bonkers.
Oh yeah.
Quasar Green Lantern. Quasar
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I was so mad. What book was that? Was it Fantastic Four? I think last week, the Guardians of the Galaxy showed up. No Quasar. Neither one of them. Neither one of them. It was like it was part of the Reckoning War. Yeah. Like just a bunch of. I think it was mostly just like like Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket. Yeah, like that.
The movie ones, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if any of the other ones, but yeah, neither of the Quasars was there. I'm like, oh come on.
Not even Phyla or
No, neither
Moon
one.
Dragon or
not one panel of Quasar. Either one of them. Any of them.
I thought our pal Al was going to not leave us hanging with that story.
Well, it's not even Al writing it. It was in Fantastic Four, so that's Dirty Dan Slott. So
Dirty Dan. I did not know.
Dirty Slott. Yeah. Oh God. All right. So should we get to the issues? I mean, what do you think we're doing tonight, Guy Gardner? Come on. We're already
apparently.
All right. I was gonna say not even like synopses, more like solicits almost. So I'll read these, then we can like go through the issues because again, there's only 2 tonight, kids. But
well, they're double-sized issues too, though.
Yeah, true. But first one, Green Lantern Flash Faster Friends #1, just says 1997, doesn't give me a month. All right, so this one, okay, this is why I think that they made this one Green Lantern Flash and the one Flash Green Lantern. The writer on this one, friend of the show, Mr. Ron Mars.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Jeez, I knew they switched, but like 5 pencilers on this issue.
Yeah, and we have some pretty amazing ones, though. I mean, Ron Lim.
Yeah.
Jeff Johnson.
Bart Sears, Andy Smith, Jeff Johnson, Ron Lim, and Tom Grindberg.
Nice.
2 inkers, Mark Pennington and Bill Anderson, colorist John Calise, letterer Chris Eliopoulos, and editor Kevin Dooley. All right, so here's the brief, quick solicit, kids. Circa 50 years ago, Jay Garrick and Alan Scott fought a villain named Alien X. The government sounds like a 40s thing. The government took custody of the creature and obliged the 2 heroes to declare in public that the alien was only a sort of movie marketing to keep the real story a secret. Now Alien X is free to cause havoc.
I have to update that synopsis a little bit.
What?
That was more like 80 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Not 50 years ago.
Well, I think it's 50 from 1997.
97,
yes.
yeah.
But yeah, that's. And again, of course, it says, during this time, Alan Scott internalized the Star Heart and was calling himself Sentinel. So,
Except he calls himself Green Lantern at the very beginning.
I know, true. Hey, did you ever watch the show Lost?
Yes.
Okay, I never watched it because it's saying here this issue and the polar bear encountered by Kyle Rayner are referenced early in the first season of the TV series Lost.
There was a polar bear in the first season of Lost, but I don't think they're referencing. It's just a polar bear showing up. I mean, in Lost, it's just weird. Here, it's just he's in the Arctic.
Because it's saying this issue and the polar bear. So did they mention anything about an comic issue or specifically this one? No,
not that I remember.
All right, kids, write in and prove the old man's memory wrong.
But I feel like Lost was basically a bunch of writers just throwing stuff at the wall to see what would stick, and so I don't know. Yeah.
I gotcha. What the heck?
What was that?
I think we're getting spam. I'm trying to.
Oh, gotcha.
But so let's get into this issue. Will, what did you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean,
oh yeah,
Kyle was on point. I mean, Ron Mars was writing it, so of course Kyle's on point. I don't know, Wally. We didn't have a lot of Wally in there, but they were their normal antagonistic selves to each other.
Well, I guess too, it's kind of like Green Lanterns. It's supposed to be Green Lanterns issue, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, and then I was a little concerned. I was a little confused at the end because I thought the whole ship went nuclear and blew up. But then they go back.
Oh, come on. That's a comic book trope, Will.
I know, but I was like, because they were worried about Kyle. It's just a nuclear explosion. He's a Green Lantern. This is a Tuesday, right? So
I guess, but it's just, it just seems like it's just like, it's a comic book trope. I guess it wasn't as destroyed as we thought it was.
Like, not at all, because they run around turning everything back on. So
I know. Do you think that was kind of like it's like, oh, hey, how are we going to extend this to another issue? Oh,
well,
Alien X left the booby trappers.
I feel like, I mean, the structure was that, we deal with Alien X, but then in issue 1 and then issue 2, we have to deal with whatever Alien X unleashed, during his death or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, we got some... I still don't understand. Well, we'll get into issue 2 later, so we'll get to that.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bunch of setup. It's like, Jay and Alan and how they encountered this alien, and it's like,
and Jay is sick.
Oh yes, he's supposedly dying, yes. And just a lot of it's like, oh hey, this friendship they've had over these decades.
They hated each other at first. Sorry.
Wasn't that a big... It doesn't seem like... Yeah. They're just like, we really didn't want to work. The government kind of forced us to work together. We didn't want to work together. And, because Cal and Wally are so antagonistic. And it's like, oh, no, we weren't friends right off the bat. We had to work at it. So do you think they're saying Cal and Wally are like more similar to Jay and Alan than they were to like Barry and Hal?
Yeah, and I thought it was funny because they didn't really have either of their real mentors there. Both of the Silver Age versions of them were gone, removed from the table, supposedly both dead at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So they jumped back and used the Golden Age versions, and which is fine. Wade had been using Jay, and then also Max Mercury, in
Oh yeah.
In the main Flash book. I don't know where we are in the Flash around this time in '97. I don't know what issue was, what he was. He'd already done the 0 issue, so I don't know how far along past that he was.
Yeah, I was gonna say they really didn't give us they really didn't say I didn't see any month on this, and the synopsis thing didn't even give me a month. So
No, but it did say that they were in the Justice. I think Kyle said, "Yeah, we're in the Justice League together." So I guess this takes place post JLA #1.
Yeah, I think it's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's why I kind of put it this week. Yeah, because I don't know how far in, but okay, January 1997 was Flash 121.
Okay.
It's like Wally's protecting that this politician.
Is this when Morrison was writing it, or was because I know Mark Waid took about a year away from the Flash and then came back.
Yeah, here, let me look this up here. Oh no, Mark Waid's still on this.
Okay, it may have been later.
Yeah,
or
it's saying
earlier.
Yeah, well, yeah, because 121 saying Waid and Brian Augustine. So,
and there's really nothing, at least that I see in the series, that changes the status quo of either title. Really, it's kind of completely self-contained, and maybe they'll be nicer to each other the next time they meet. Who knows, right? But they introduce Jay's sickness, and then it's dealt with. And
the next issue, yeah, it's like nothing's gonna come out of here that's gonna really affect the main series, except maybe they're like closer friends. That's about it. I think that was the whole purpose of this series. Well, besides making money, it's just like, oh, hey, these guys are like maybe not the best of friends now, but they're getting there.
Well, I kind of feel sorry for Alien X,
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess he wasn't a threat before, but just years. Yeah, because those government guys were experimenting on him, and then he started that.
They killed him.
Some disease. Yeah, they gave him some disease. He's dying, so now he's all mad. But yeah, that is weird that Alan calls himself Green Lantern. Well, I guess
it's the Green Lantern issue of the issue of the
just so people are like, hey, these are the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Alien X comes and takes out Alan and Jay. But Jay's able to leave a note. So of course, Alan's wife calls Kyle, and Jay's wife calls Wally.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, you see him talking on the phone at the same time. But of course, Wally gets there. Wally gets the Joan first.
Well, he is the Flash.
The fastest man alive. His name is Wally West. He is the fastest man alive.
That's right. I think he said that a few times in his book. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Waid slipped that in there. Waid created that. Yeah, he did it a few times.
Like every issue.
I know. So, yeah, and then they get the whole flashback as the wives are telling them about the whole Alien X thing, and Alan and Jay, they're having trouble with Alien X until they, work together. But yeah, then the government was all like, "Oh, we have to say it was like a thing for a, it was a horror movie." But Alan and Jay did hide his spaceship though, which looks like a literal flying saucer
in the Arctic.
I know, man. It's getting crowded up there. Fortress of Solitude, flying saucers.
Absolutely.
Oh no! Then the government's saying what? Weather balloon.
It was a weather balloon and the light of Venus and some swamp gas. Sorry, I'm just quoting Men in Black now.
Yeah. I did find that interesting, especially in the present day here, where I forget if it was Joan or Molly who was like, "Yeah, it was the 40s back then. People just trusted their government and trusted whatever they told them."
Yeah.
Which is true. Then Molly telling Cal, it's like, yeah, hell, please go find them, but you don't have to go alone. Then you get that 2-page of
Yep.
Kyle and Wally streaking
Which
along.
I think is that was by Ron Lim, I think.
I think so. Yeah,
It looks like Ron Lim.
that totally looks like Lim. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice.
And Wally, and Kyle's just like, of all the people to be stuck with,
this guy again.
Well, again, I think he said it before, but he says it a different way every time. But Cal's problem is basically just like, oh hey, I'm sorry I haven't had my power since I was 12.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I haven't been a superhero since I was in diapers.
And Wally's just like, yeah. And Wally's just like, it's like you won the lottery. You just got like handed the ring.
Yeah.
What Green Lantern soda Funko? Yeah. Soda Funko?
Soda Funko. No, I've not. I've seen it, but I've not got it yet.
Do they have? I'm sure they do. Do they have glow in the dark Green Lantern? Any?
They do. Yeah. Let's see. I think I've got.
I was gonna say I saw tonight. They have like an Iron Man one. I'm like, they gotta have a Green Lantern one. And I know we're talking DC, but Disney, we need a glow in the dark Quasar Funko. Thank you.
Yes.
You know what? Do a set, man. Do put Wendell in there. You could put Phyla and Avril in there. Hell, put Marvel and Genusfell in there. Come on.
Yeah, just be a nice, cool set.
Collectors, yeah.
There's a link. I'm not on my regular laptop. I'm not on my laptop.
Yeah,
so, There's a link I'll send to you that has kind of the Green Lantern Funko checklist, and I think there is one that's glow in the dark.
Oh wait, they do, but good luck finding it. It's from 2018. That's all right. All the nerds are spending their money on the Moon Knights. They're going up in price.
Hey, we've got John Stewart right there.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And Kilowog, Guy, and Chip.
Yeah, I need some Green Lantern Funkos. I just have the Kyle and Hal next to the rings over there. It's like regular figures, not the. I need Funkos.
Funkos. Oh, by the way, this weekend I'm gonna go on a tangent. I watched Green Lantern First Flight, the animated movie, and Emerald Knights.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I should do.
Those they weren't bad. Emerald Knights, was kind of they adapted, Mogo Doesn't Socialize, and they had it was some vignettes of different Green Lanterns. They were solid, but nothing compares to Green Lantern the animated series. It's so freaking awesome.
I know. You know what? I have Friday and Monday off. I should watch. I was like, should I watch those animated movies? But no, if I had time, I should watch the animated series because I think that's on HBO Max. No,
it is. It's awesome.
Oh, Look! I thought that was like Russell or somebody lurking in the comments. I looked it up. I see you, Lilith Hellfire.
Hi, Lilith. And you're absolutely right. Animated for Green Lantern is way superior to anything live action.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so far definitely. Yes, friend of the show. Yes, if you don't believe us, listen to last week's show, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was Russell, or when you said nerds, Lilith, I thought that was like Russell or something for a second, or Noel Tate.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
Yeah, I know the fun. Hey, yeah, I know the Funko should have gave it away. Where's our what the Funko feedback, Lil? We haven't done it since that first one. Hey, you have power over Will. Look, you sent us that one review. Look, it's sitting behind.
Look at that. Now I've got Funkos all over the place.
Mm-hmm. So see, plausible deniability, Will. When you said, when your wife yells at you, be like, oh, well, Lilith has like almost 200 Funkos.
This is just 4, right?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I say anytime Danielle yells at me. I'm like, well, because she knows Lilith. I'm like, well, it's Lilith's fault.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yes, you should definitely watch the animated series, and then we can geek out about it next week.
Yes. I'm gonna try to watch at least a few. Yeah, like I said, I have a few extra days off this weekend.
It's so disappointing because of what could have been. I mean,
Mhm.
they got red lanterns, they got an orange lantern.
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't got to Sinestro Corps yet, but we had a blue lantern and we had the Star Sapphire. So other stuff was coming. There was even a let's see, toward the last few episodes, I think there was a book about the Blackest Night up on one of the Guardian shelves or something. So they were kind of, maybe planning for that. Which would have been,
And of course, best of all, who was the main Green Lantern in the series?
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
that's right. But Guy Gardner was in there.
That didn't hurt.
Guy Gardner was in there, and he was pretty darn awesome because he was nice guy.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
But yes, it didn't hurt that the main human Green Lantern was.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
But we got to see Chip, we got to see Salak, we got to see Kilowog. Kilowog was
I,
the
of
main
course, love Hal
character.
Jordan.
And I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
That's like, well, I mean, you don't deny it, not like Ray and his Batman.
Yeah.
Fetish.
Batman, my favorite character.
But yeah, so yeah, like you said, I mean, it seems like they thwart whatever scheme of Alien X's there is, except he sends a signal into space.
Exactly. And he blows up his ship. Ish.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the polar bear. But yeah, when they find Alan and Jay, they've been being mentally controlled by Alien X.
And they have to beat up on some old guys.
I know. I kind of like it. It's like Wally versus Alan, and then you get like Kyle versus Jay. But yeah, Jay's, since he's dying, starts hacking up a lung. And Wally's like, "What did you do to him?"
Nothing.
Yeah, they go after Alien X, and he's like, "No, you ain't taking me alive, kid."
That's right. I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah, they all think, well, Kyle blew up with the ship, but ring,
Green Lantern ring.
So yeah, that's basically the end. It looks like, Alien X blows himself up with the ship, but
So I mean, I get kind of what they were doing. They gave you it's a 2-part series, but they structured it so that you get pretty much a complete story with the first issue.
Yeah, you could pretty much almost read one or the other. Yeah, and again, I think Ron Mars wrote this one. I think Wade wrote the second one. So it's like the Green Lantern writer did one, the Flash writer did the other one. Yeah. Which that's a pretty nice story. Mars and Wade. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So should we jump to the second issue?
You bet.
All right. All right, so this one, Flash Green Lantern, Faster Friends. This one says Volume 1, Number 1.
And we have a comment, friend of the show, Ron Mars.
Oh, well, we already did that, Little Hellfire, but I can do it again.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Yes, we already did that, but
and we're the Lunatics part of that, right?
I don't know, man. You gotta talk to Lilith. Lilith claims the Lunatics. You can be on her team. All right, but yeah, the Flash issue written by other friend of the show, Mark Wade.
Hi, this is Mark Wade, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Boom!
Nice.
Only one penciler this time, Val Simics.
And I think that I feel like that helped there's a lot more cohesive in the visuals than the Green Lantern one. So I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, because it's like there was a lot of good pencilers on the first issue, but sometimes it takes me out, even if they're all excellent pencilers. It's like the style.
You just see the style change and go, "Whoa, hey, what? Oh, okay." Yeah.
Especially like if you jump from like a Ron Lim to like a Tom Grindberg, it's just like good pencilers, but the styles are different. It's just like lanterns don't wear capes, so obviously you're lunatic.
Guilty as charged.
Alan Scott would like to have a word with you, ma'am.
He's not Green Lantern. His name is Sentinel.
Well, at this point, yeah. Inker Chip Wallace, colorist Ian Laughlin, and letterer Albert de Guzman. And I don't see an editor, so no one wanted credit. I don't know. Unless it was the same editor. Oh wait. Oh, this one might be a little longer synopsis. Jay Garrick, the original Flash, is dying from a hypermetabolism disease and will be dead in a day. You know how many times they said that about Lilith Hellfire and she was just hungover? I'm kidding, Lilith. Flash, Wally, and Green Lantern Kyle, Sentinel, Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern, and Jay have defeated Alien X, an old foe of Alan and Jay. Alien X opens up, well, it says opens up, but I think he already set it in motion before his death. Opens up portals on Earth to let alien creatures devour the Earth. At Alien X's ship, a portal opens to the aliens' home world, and Flash and Green Lantern leap through, followed by Jay and Alan. Flash and Green Lantern find that they have switched costumes going through the portal, but the mess is soon sorted out, and the four heroes confront the alien swarm's mother. All right, before I finish it, yeah, I love that little gag. Yeah, like not only they switch costumes, but Wally thinks he's Kyle, and Kyle thinks he's Wally. You know? So Kyle's like, "Where the hell's my super speed?"
Yeah, and I'm like, when Kyle got his ring back on his body, and did he just flip everything back, or were they still mixed up? Or
well, I think didn't they start to remember even before he got the ring back? I know when he got the ring back, he used it to switch their costumes.
Yeah,
like, give me my stuff back. The heroes fight the alien swarm, and the dying Jay convinces the alien mother not to do what she's doing, and the mother leaves. Yeah, she's a mother. But makes 4 portals for the heroes to return home. Alan and Jay leap through the same portal, hoping that Alan's health and magic energy will mingle with Jay to cure him. Oh, he fought it. He's like, I'm not going to, what if I end up giving you the disease? And
yeah, your kick could kill you. So, yeah, they had to fight about it.
So they raced to that portal, but Alan got through, and Jay is magically cured. The 4 heroes end up back on Earth, where Jay and Alan are both given clean bills of health. Jay tells Wally and Cal that Flashes and Green Lanterns are meant to be friends, and they'll figure it out soon. Okay, so, I mean, again, magical cure-all at the end, but it's like, so why didn't Alan and Jay switch costumes and stuff?
Magic.
Like, well, Alan is kind of rocking magic, so that's the only thing I can think of. It's like, okay, maybe out the Starheart, maybe,
or maybe they did, and we didn't see them switch back after they eat. I don't know.
It would have been funny if they went through that portal. Not only is Jay cured, but Jay is young now, and Alan became old again.
Yeah. It sounds like an episode of Quantum Leap, to be honest, according to.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Lilith, add that to the list of stuff of shows we have to podcast about.
I was reading that they're trying to do a reboot or something for Quantum Leap.
Yeah, I think they are trying to do a reboot with a new character. I mean, I don't know if there's any talks about maybe bringing Scott Bakula back, even just for like a one-off. But why didn't you just do this when Dean Stockwell was alive?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Because it wasn't the age of the reboot yet.
Not yet.
No. All right. So thoughts on this issue, William?
I don't know. I think the single artist really helped kind of unify it a lot more.
And it was kind of just like basically you got a straightforward mission. The last one, it was a lot of setup. It's like, who is Alien X? We got the flashbacks, and it's like we got to go find Alan and Jay before we can fight Alien X. And
this one was more straightforward, but I don't necessarily quite understand why the Queen, because Jay showed her that cancer is bad, or she left and then left them portals home. I mean, I don't know.
It was the goodness of Jay Garrick that got through to her. Come on.
There you go. Okay.
That or she was hypnotized by that shiny helmet. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good issue.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a Mark Waid, of course it is.
Yeah, exactly. So
And again, everyone. I mean, for the most part, everyone's at least in their own respective books is written because you know it's the regular writers. You know, so of course Ron Mars was going to write the Lanterns in character, and he wrote the Flashes in character. Yeah.
I mean,
it was the hard water. Yes, Lilith. Oh, like a week or two ago, we covered this Secret Origin where they went over Jay's. Well, we did Alan and Jay's origin, but yeah, Jay's is just funny, man. He that hard water hits him. He goes into a coma, I think, for what is it, Lilith, a few weeks. The minute he wakes up, man, he tells Joan like 5 minutes after he wakes up, he tells her, "Oh well, look, I got super speak." Better marry her.
Nice.
I know. Literally, he's just like, "Oh hey, look, I got speed. Oh hey, there's Joan. Let me go tell her."
I gotta go tell her I've got super speed. I'm the Flash.
And then she wants him like to win the big football game for them or whatever. And you know, me and Lilith were just like, "Okay, so how many people ripped off Jay's origin? Like Smallville, Cyborg's origin, and the Snyder stuff." Oh, we're like, everyone ripped Jay Garrick off.
All Flash comics. What was that, like 1941 or 1942?
I think, was it 40?
Maybe 40?
I think it might be 40. Yeah, it's either 40 or 41. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. It was 4 because I think Superman was 38, Batman was 39, and then I think there was a whole ton of them. I think most of the Justice Society was 40, maybe even Wonder Woman.
Yeah, maybe.
But what was that? Here, I'll look that up now. All Flash. Oh, wait. Hope if I can spell All Flash Comics #1. Yeah, January 1940.
Wow. Very cool.
So
40.
Yes. Yes, Will. I just found it. Thank you. It's probably the delay.
Nice.
All right.
So this issue was Flash, Green Lantern, Faster Friends #1 or #2?
Like I said, every other place I've seen, they've each said #1, but I think on the DC Infinite app it says like 1 and 2. So maybe just so it comes up back to back. But yeah, every other place besides the app I've seen it, they've listed them as both #1. So
both #1s. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, and these aren't they prestige bound?
Yeah. Because I do have the the hard copies. Yeah, it's the 2-issue prestige, like you said, a little thicker and
like double-sized issues, I guess, like 40 to 60 pages or
something like that.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, I wonder why they didn't like do this in the main book and make it like like 2 issues of Green Lantern, 2 issues of Flash, and
Yeah. Well, they had just crossed over. There. They had just crossed over, not during the Neuron stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is that?
What is that? We just read that, man.
I know. But I was gonna say, but we also did. I wonder if they're coming out of Final Night. They're just like, everything just crossed over Final Night.
That's true. That is true.
I think at some point they were just like, it might have been 97 too, but I thought I remembered there was some point, was it like on a Batman book or something? They're like, "Oh yeah, we promise no more crossovers for at least a year." Nice. Wonder Comics would never hollow Hellfire. I mean, these days one event can't end before the next one's firing up.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of nuts. All right.
Underworld Unleashed.
There we go. That's what it was. And then we just had a crossover with Green Arrow too.
Yes. I wonder if they were just like, "Oh yeah, no, just did Green Arrow." I mean, yeah, we did the Green Arrow, and we all, there was like 2 issues in between, but then we jumped in the Final Night, and
yeah, and right before that, you had the whole thing with Darkseid's son. What's his name?
Oh, Graven,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and 71 through 73, we did all those team up books, so maybe they're just like, yeah, no more team ups for a while.
No more team ups for a while. We're gonna just Yeah, it was a 64, Green Lantern 64. Sorry, 66.
Oh, yeah, because Flash.
Flash
Oh yeah,
shows
the
up
two issues
there.
Flash shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in 66 and 67.
And again, too, you do the prestige. You put out more books and you make a little extra money too.
Yeah, that's
so,
true.
yeah.
And
Gimme.
that's right. Plus, those are being self-contained like it is, probably
Yeah.
a longer shelf life, because you can just sell it and keep
Yeah.
selling because it doesn't really affect, the main books.
Yeah, like I
So,
said, Jay's cured, and
mhm.
it really didn't affect continuity at all.
Yep, absolutely.
But I thought it was a good series. Again, Ron Mars, Mark Waid.
Mhm. Friends of the show.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So should I pull up the schedule for next week?
You bet. I think we get back to the main title, don't we?
Let me double check, but I believe we do. I believe. Come on, open. There we go. Yeah, next week. That's right. Green Lantern 83 through 86. So we will get the Fatality arc. Then I believe 86 is when Cal comes back and Jade's in his apartment. So, yeah. So 83 and 86 next week, and then in 2 weeks, Green Lantern 87 through 90. So
We're approaching Emerald Nights
that's
fairly
right.
quickly.
That's right. Although we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that, William, because the last week of June is going to be Green Lantern 97 through 99, because Emerald Night starts at 100. But then remember, Summer of 69 starts in July, so that's going to be
right.
all those older. But it will be Hal Jordan, so
That's true. We'll
some
be
older Hal
doing. Yeah. What issues of Summer of 69 are we doing?
basically that first series, Green Lantern 66 through 74.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah. I did sneak in because I believe 74 was like the January of the next of 70, but the story was kind of continued. So yeah. Go ahead, throw it in.
And 75 is the issue before Hard Traveling Hero starts in 76.
We might have to throw in 75. Isn't that oregano?
Yes, it is. It is.
I might have to we might have to throw that in that last week of
because there's a lot of
69.
reference to that.
Yeah, go ahead, throw it in.
Back before
Okay.
Twilight.
Change the schedule. Yes. Instead of 2 issues that week, we're gonna have to cover 3 just so we can get through oregano. We've talked about it enough.
Yeah, well, I can see it.
So what is that? Emerald Nights will start, the first week of August. So
awesome. That's 100 through 106 or 10.
Yeah. Because we'll cover that all in 1 week. So yeah.
Very cool.
If one Hal Jordan wasn't enough for you, how about 2?
That not enough? Let's go for 3. Man, we are booking it through.
I know. That's what I said. Once you clear those Dark Stars and Guy Gardners, man, it's gonna fly, because we'll get to Day of Judgment 2 weeks in September. So
nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah, Hal Jordan in hell, your worst nightmare.
Purgatory.
Oh yes.
Parallax.
yes. I was trying to. I know I've looked this up before. I don't know why I never remember.
Because we'll jump into that Spectre series.
Towards the end of November, the Spectre. Okay. We'll start covering some Spectre. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, and there's also a interview coming up with Mr. JMD Mateus, if you would like to join us. And it's maybe sneak in some. I'll have to try to read ahead before then, but maybe we can ask him some Spectre questions.
Because that was like a 20-issue series,
something like that. Oh man, I just closed the thing. But I think it's might be like 20 some issues. Was it 24?
Let me look it up real quick. I was thinking that was the number that was in my head, but
I mean, we're old men. I mean, we've already talked about.
Let's see here, and that would have been.
Hold on.
Just series.
Who's gonna get there first, kids?
I'm getting there.
Hey.
2001 to 2003, it was 27 issues.
Oh, that's right. It probably only came to an end because Rebirth was coming.
Yeah, because Rebirth came in late 2004, and this ended in 2003. So
I wonder if they were starting the plan. It's like, oh, hey, yeah, in the next year or so, we're going to be bringing back Hal Jordan.
cool. That's a good question that we can ask. Hey, why did it end? Sales. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm pretty sure because I think that was one of Jeff Johns' things. Like he wanted to bring back all those,
all the
classic
Silver Age
versions.
heroes, yeah.
So I think Hal Jordan was the first stop. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, good on him. Superboy ripping people's arms off, though. That's.
What was that? Infinite Crisis?
I don't know. He did it several times. It was just like what he did. It was just his thing.
I know. They made him like total lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, those late 2000s before New 52 hit. Yeah, like Superboy Prime and Jason Todd just like went off the rails.
Like way off the rails.
At least Jason Todd didn't have superpowers.
Yeah. Just Batman training.
Oh, well, yes. We all love the Batman training.
Batman,
right.
My favorite character.
All right. So we good? We done?
Good stuff coming up. You bet.
All right. That's right. So Green Lantern 83 through 86. So email us your thoughts, kids, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Green Lantern fan group on Facebook. And again, every episode we do gets a video on YouTube. So again, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss anything.
Smash it.
And most important, Patreon. If you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Once again, we're not millionaires or backed by cosmic beings, little blue cosmic beings. So yes, every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews. Mr. DG Chichester talks to me and Lilith every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. The April episode coming soon. It'll be the 3 Marvel finalists will be battling out. We'll get to the worst Marvel movie, and then we'll start the DC crap fest.
You're a strong man, Phil.
I wanted to stop at Lilith Hellfire. So yes, kids, superhero movie brackets because Lilith Hellfire demanded it.
She's a strong woman.
I was gonna say, wait for the delay to you're gonna see a comment down there and be like, "Damn straight" or something. So yeah, please subscribe to the Patreon or pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. So find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And of course, hopefully we'll get our friend Matt Kona back soon. But until then, follow him everywhere on social media at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. One of the funniest men in the business. And
Suck it, Lilith.
there you go, Lilith.
See you later, bunkies.
All right. William Allred, Master of the Core, Master of the Quantum Zone, Master of the Kickstarter comics like Crossover Division. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED, Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably other social media that I don't remember setting up. You can also find my comics that have been published, Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com. And you can find Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. Also, I also do a podcast with writer Kevin Joseph called Explain Yourself, where we, as Kickstarter creators, talk to other Kickstarter creators who have live campaigns running and just have them, explain themselves. And finally, you obviously have great taste in cosmic heroes, so you probably love Quasars. So if you want to find out more information about Quasar, you can check out the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
And just because Will and Lilith has started loving this job too.
He gives me his bone.
I just love it.
I know Lil Hellfire's been calling for that now too. I'm like, poor Matt Kona. That's like the new I love Batman. My favorite character. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Green Lantern 83 through 86. And again, keep an eye on that Unlimited Justice Lil that I do, because the next was it probably episode 16 and 17, we're gonna have Mark Wade and then JMD Mateus. So
nice.
You could be both. Well, I know you're gonna be there for Wade, Will, but you could be there for JMD Mateus. It's gonna be at noon. So
on when?
A Saturday, I'll tell you. But
yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
I'm sorry. Set your alarm for 11:50. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Come back next time, and remember, teamwork makes the dream work. Good night.